Hello, Bishops. How's it going? Hope everybody's doing today. Tis I, Chlois, aka Manny Bish on Instagram. This is what we are using today. We have the DOR 22 and Hush by Rebel, and I made a mess. My color switch, so let me go clean that off. And my 2-in-1 gel base and top coat from Manny Boss. So we're doing the gel method today. And I'm going to attempt an ombre situation. So this is my St. Patty's Day Manny. I'm only throwing out one Manny for this occasion, just because it's really all I had time for. So this is my St. Patty's Day Manny that I gave y'all, that I blessed y'all with this year. And so I'm just going to show you this in real time on my thumb. So I put a layer of gel on, and while it's still wet, not cured, I am going and I am tapping on my nude color first. And so this is Hush from Rebel. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to tap that green on. And I'm only using the one brush. I'm going to scrub it in this color switch in between colors. And, see, I honestly like the gel method for the fact that you can get more opacity in one layer than you can in dip powder, because with gel, it's not gonna harden until you tell it to, until you cure it. So as you're like sprinkling or pouring over your powder and go onto another finger, it's gonna be absorbed or starting to absorb the powder on your previous finger or the same finger, depending on what you're doing, like it was in this. And you can add more powder once it's already starting to absorb and cure it, and you can get more opacity that way. And I appreciate that. So I sprinkled on my green. I'm going to clean my cuticles. This is another reason why I really like the gel method. It makes like really clean cuticles because the liquid doesn't harden either. So it's just, yeah. I really like it. I should probably start doing it more. So then I am dusting off, and this is what we're working with so far. Not too shabby. I'm going to go in with another layer. I already went in with my other layer. I didn't leave that on camera. I did it the exact same way. And I didn't alternate colors, which is something that you should do. Like if you start with nude on one, start with green on the other layer. That way it's more of a good transition. I don't know what I was doing. I did not do that at all on any of my fingers with this Manny. But I did feel like I needed more green. And so I am sprinkling. I just did a thin layer of the gel, and I'm going to sprinkle on some green. And, oh, just kidding. I did show you guys my second layer. Okay, this is my second layer. Well, yeah. I'm so bad at this, you guys. I am so sorry. You guys probably think I just am crazy and don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Which, I mean, isn't wrong, but It would help if I knew a little bit about what I was talking about. So after this second layer, this is where I'm going to do just some green, because if you see, that one side of my nail is just like a little bare and not as opaque. It's more really light. So I'm just going to do a thin layer again of this gel, and then I'm going to sprinkle on just the green. No nude on this one. It'll just be the green, and I will cure that. I'm curing each layer for a full minute each time. After I get powder on, I cure for a minute, and then add gel, powder, cure for a minute. So everything is being cured for a minute. And so see, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more of that on. And then I'm going to cure this for a minute. And see, there we go. We got a little bit more green going on. And so on my index fingers, well, I mean, I do have two, but I'm only showing you one, so I don't know why I said fingers. On my index finger and middle finger, this is how I'm doing it. I am going ahead and putting on gel on both fingers, and I'm going to do this ombre both at the same time. So I'm going to do the nude on both fingers together. And this is just really to save some time. If you're not comfortable doing this, don't. But this just, it saved me some time. So I'm just going to do that nude on both of those, and then I'm going to tap them off. And I do still tap off in a downward motion just to get some of that powder to kind of fall downwards to create an even better blend. Otherwise, just turn your finger completely upside down if you're trying to not get the color to run. So that's why I was holding mine downward still. So cured for a whole minute. This is what we've got. And so this is after my second layer. These are the fingers I didn't show my second layer on. And it looks more like a French tip instead of an ombre. So I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did on my thumb. And I'm just going to add a thin layer of the gel and then just green. No nude, just green. And just to, well, you know, get an ombre, not a French tip. I don't know how it ended up looking like that one without me trying, but yeah, it ended up looking like a French tip. So I added more green. Now on my pinky, I'm going to go in with just the green. So I'm going to be pouring over. And then on my ring finger, and I'm going to be doing 2 layers of this and curing for a minute in between. But I'm going to do this finger, and then I'm going to switch to the nude, and then I'm going to cure them together. That way I'm not spending like a minute per finger in the lamp. I can just get a couple knocked out together. That's why I was doing my index finger and my middle finger together as well. And so I am just going to do the same thing. And now I'm going to pour my nude over. I had to edit that out because I had to take out the little seal in my lid so that way a bunch of powder didn't get stuck under there and then create an even bigger mess for me. But anywho. And so I'm going to do 2 layers of this, and then with gel, the clear cap is going to be another layer of gel. You could either do base coat, top coat, and then file. You could do base coat and wipe off the tacky layer and file. And then, of course, this is the 2-in-1, so it's already non-wipe. So I just did 1 layer of this. If I was using more of a chunky glitter instead of a fine glitter, I would have put 2 layers of this on there just to be sure not to file through and into my chunky glitter. But it was really fine glitter, and I didn't feel the need to do a bunch of filing anyways, so I just stuck with 1. And here I am doing my nail art. So I'm trying to mix my own kind of green color to match the green that's on my nail. And yes and no, it didn't work. But whatever. We just went with the flow and did it anyways. So now here I am trying to make it a little bit greener because I went too neon with the green. And so I felt like this was a fairly decent color. And so I'm going to take that and then I'm going to add some white on either side of it. And then I am going to add some gold. And I'm going to start mixing that, just creating swirls because I'm trying to do in like a marbling situation. And I didn't like that. I wanted more gold. So I'm going to add more gold right in the middle of the green. And then swirl that in with that. See. Like that. Like that. So now I'm going to be doing this a Marla Kris way that I seen her do, and I thought it was freaking genius. So instead of using blooming gel, because it can way bloom like crazy, I am using just regular gel. That 2-in-1 gel that I did the mani with, that's the same one I'm using. Don't cure it, you still want it wet. And I'm just picking that up on my brush. I'm scooping it. You don't want to dip into it because that'll ruin your marbling. So I'm just scooping on the brush. And this is a Macart brush that I've had for years from an old polygel kit. And just laying that on the nail. And you can see that it's like starting to spread out on its own. So I cured that for a minute when I liked where it was. And now I should have stopped, you guys. I should have stopped on the marbling on the one nail. But yeah, I didn't. I had to be extra and try and do it again. So same thing. I put the layer of gel on, and now I am putting the marble on. And again, it is wet. I did not cure it until after I got it expanded where I wanted it. So now the same thing on my middle finger. I have a thin layer of gel on, not cured, and I'm going in and I'm creating little lines almost in like a heart. And I'm going to be doing 3 of those because it's at my cuticle. I couldn't do a 4th one. And I let it spread. And then I cured it for a minute once it was where I liked it. And now I'm going to go in and do hearts. There's no more gel. I didn't add any more gel on this one because I don't want the green to bloom like that. So now we're just going in with the green and creating little hearts to be like the leaves of the clover. And mine is only a 3-leaf clover. And this idea with the like water like color situation like that with the white and then the green, I seen V nailed it do that, and I thought it was so pretty and so genius, and I was like, I want to try that. And I tried it and I didn't like it. I liked it. I just didn't like it with this mani. I don't know. I felt like the colors didn't go right. Like maybe I shouldn't have used white. Maybe I should have used gold as the background and then the green. I don't know, but I felt like the white was just a weird touch to the nude and the green, and I don't know. We vibed with it, and here it is, and I left it on. So yeah, this is my St. Patty's Day mani, and I hope you guys like it. I hope you enjoy the video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches.